Good morning. I want to start out this morning by saying my heart and my prayers go out to you guys in Alabama and Mississippi and elsewhere that have suffered from the severe weather, tornadoes and all. Oh gosh, I can relate. 10 years ago, the house I was living in Alabama was partially destroyed by a large tornado that, thank heavens, when it came by my house, it had just lifted up into the air. So it caused a gigantic oak tree to fall on part of my house, which actually was better than if the tornado itself had hit the house. So I've got to be thankful for that. But I was out of the house for 6 months while it was being rebuilt. And yeah, literally just turns your life upside down. So I'm sending out prayers and good thoughts to y'all, and try to stay safe as you can today. We still have bad weather coming in the southeast, and we've got tons of snow out west. Oh my goodness, we've got a lot of severe weather right now. It seems like, well, very often it happens in April. Here we are, kind of in the middle of March with this happening. But, we each have our own things that we need to deal with. I have things going on in my own life. Maybe they're not as big as my house getting destroyed by a tornado, but they're still the things that I have to deal with. And I also have happy things happening in my life, thank heavens. Yesterday, Susie from the Nespresso Cafe Corner Facebook page sent me this lovely book. She happened to pick up 2 of them, all about Nespresso coffee. And sent me a lovely little note too. That was so sweet. Thank you, Susie. Oh, sometimes just a small gesture from you can brighten up somebody else's life so much. On the one hand, we have the big things that happen, like, I remember when my house was partially destroyed 10 years ago by a tornado. Yet I still had to live the little moments of life, right? And there were so many little things that just blessed me and brought joy to me and made going through everything that you need to go through when that sort of thing happens just happier, easier, gave some relief in a difficult situation. And, your difficult situation today may be a paper cut that's always bothering you, And I'm always telling my kids and my friends, things could be worse. But the point is that whatever is bothering you, well, that's your difficulty that you need to deal with. And we don't compare difficulties between people, We each have to deal with our own thing. Therefore, whatever joy we can bring to someone else, it's just wonderful. And hopefully, if you bring joy to others, they'll bring joy back to you too, right? So this morning, I've got my little Bavaria cup from the Christmas market in Bavaria. Not this past Christmas. Was it the Christmas before that? Yes. My son-in-law got me this to remind me of where they live. And I am, let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm going to make a Double Espresso Scuro this morning. I was reading about Nespresso yesterday, and I read that originally, I think now they do it too, If a capsule is lighter colored, it's a less intense coffee. This is a Double Espresso Chiaro, which is not as intense as a Double Espresso Scuro. And you can see that Chiaro is a lighter color than the Scuro. Oh, good morning to Sandy and Tamara. And whoops, okay. So look at what I did. This is the one thing about this coffee thing that can be difficult. These capsules are slippery. And oh good, I got it out. I dropped it right down the center of the thing. There, now it's in the right place. Okay, so I'm gonna brew this, and I've got some milk in my mug. And I'm gonna run it through twice. And it's really easy to use your Nespresso Virtuo machine to make an espresso or a double espresso to have more volume, because when the capsule is done running through, you can press it again. Now, I understand that the original line has several machines that actually have something that will add more hot water, just hot water. This one runs the coffee through the capsule again. It spins the capsule around again. And I don't mind running it through 2 or 3 times. Some people, they feel like they experience a flavor that they don't like. But you know, with coffee, to each his own. You can see that steam coming up. I've got that cold coconut almond milk in there. And you can also hear how nice and quiet this machine is. So, there's the first run through. And now, okay. We'll give it another push, and we'll have the second run through. Oh, good morning, James and Sherry. It's so nice to see people are watching. I hope that you're enjoying this. You know, I'm always interested for people to tell me what sorts of things they might like me to talk about. Because, you know, I've just got thoughts on all kinds of things. And sometimes when I hear somebody's thoughts on something, it helps me to modify mine or even change what I think about something. You know, it's definitely done that with the coffee, hasn't it? If you've been listening to me, you know that there are coffees that initially I did not like at all. And then after reading comments from other people, it just, you know, I was open to retrying and sort of being sensitive to things I hadn't noticed before. Oh golly, I think I need to get some spoons out of the dishwasher. I'll go do that. Yes, I've got dirty dishes in the sink, and I've got clean dishes in the dishwasher. I've got dry laundry in the dryer. A couple of dirty things in the washer. Yeah, I need to do a little bit of upkeep in the house today. So here we are in this cute little Bavarian cow mug from the Allgäu region in Germany. We'll mix this up. Okay. Oh, I'm telling you, it never fails. For me, and you know, as I've told you, I don't work for Nespresso. I don't get any compensation from them or anything. I just like to share a good thing with people. I just love this coffee. I get a consistently good cup of coffee, and the different types of coffee have different flavors to them. Or not flavors, but I guess they call them notes, you know? Anyway, so I'm going to go on now. So listen. Oh, hey, Philip, and is it Kitsa? How do you pronounce that name? You'll have to tell me. And I just want to thank y'all for watching. Oh, I wish we could all be here and sit around the table and have a cup of coffee together. Or golly, even sit outside 6 feet apart and have some coffee together. Remember, we each have our own trials. Like I said, your paper cut could be your biggest trial today, because every time you're using that finger with the paper cut, it's hurting you and it's making things difficult. I mean, that is valid, and somebody else, they may have had their home destroyed by a tornado. So let's think about one another. I'm praying for you guys out there. And sure, it could be worse. Thank the Lord it's not. And we all have to deal with all the little details of life. Bring some joy to someone else. I hope I've brought you some joy today. You've brought me joy by being there.